My sister applauded when Dad slapped me at a party of 30. That night, I made a call that destroyed them all. Now they're begging. It was my high school graduation party. Mom spent weeks planning it in our backyard. She ordered this huge sheet cake from Costco, hung up blue and gold streamers everywhere, invited all the neighbors and Dad's work buddies. Over 30 people showed up. I was standing by the grill talking to my buddy Connor about college plans when Dad called me over. He had that look on his face, the one where his jaw gets tight and his eyes go dead. He was holding his phone. Want to explain this? He shoved the screen in my face. It was my bank account. I'd withdrawn $3,000 last week. That's my savings for the dorm deposit, I said quietly. People were starting to stare. Your savings? I've been putting money in that account since you were 12. That's my money. Dad, you said it was for college. I'm using it for college. That's when he hit me. Open palm, right across my face, hard enough that my sunglasses flew off into the potato salad. The entire backyard went silent. I just stood there with my cheek burning while everyone stared. Then I heard it. Clapping. Slow, deliberate clapping. My sister Victoria was standing on the porch, actually applauding. Finally, she said loud enough for everyone to hear. Someone put the golden boy in his place. A few of Dad's work friends laughed nervously. Nobody said anything. Nobody helped. They just went back to their burgers like nothing happened. I walked inside, grabbed my car keys, and left. Didn't say goodbye to anyone. Here's what nobody at that party knew. Dad's construction company wasn't exactly legal. For the past 2 years, I'd been doing his books because he's terrible with computers. I knew he was paying workers under the table, faking safety inspections, using my SSN to open credit cards when his credit tanked. I kept my mouth shut because I didn't want to ruin everything. That night, sitting in a McDonald's parking lot with a swollen face, I called Uncle Greg. He's Dad's brother, but they haven't spoken in 5 years after some business fight. I need to know how to report tax fraud, I said. Uncle Greg went quiet for a second. What did he do? I told him everything. The fake inspection documents I'd scanned, the workers being paid cash, my SSN on 3 credit cards I never opened. Uncle Greg didn't even hesitate. I know a guy at the IRS and another guy at the State Labor Board. Send me everything you have. I forwarded 47 documents from my email. Bank statements, fake inspection reports, payroll sheets, everything. Hit send at 11:34 p.m. The next morning, Dad was at my door before I even woke up. We need to talk about yesterday. I was stressed, had a few beers. You know how it is. Sure, I said. Didn't tell him anything. 3 weeks later, 2 agents showed up at the construction site. Dad called me screaming, asking if I'd talked to anyone. I just hung up. The state shut down his business in August. Fined him $85,000 for labor violations. The IRS started an audit that found $200,000 in unreported income. They froze all his accounts, including the college fund he'd been using for Victoria's private university tuition. Victoria had to withdraw from school. She'd already quit her job and moved into the dorms. Suddenly, she was back home with no degree and no money. Mom called me crying in September. Your father might go to jail. How can you do this to your family? Ask Victoria how funny it was when he hit me, I said, and hung up. Dad showed up at my dorm in October. He'd lost 30 pounds and looked terrible. Please tell them it was a misunderstanding. You didn't understand the paperwork. I understood it perfectly. Victoria started texting in November. Long paragraphs about how I destroyed her future over nothing. How Dad barely touched me. How I was tearing the family apart. I blocked her number. Last week, Dad took a plea deal. 5 years probation, $300,000 in fines and back taxes, and he can't own a business anymore. He's working at Home Depot now, same place he used to buy supplies. Mom sent me a Facebook message yesterday. Your sister is working at Target and living in our basement. Your father cries every night. I hope you're happy. I am. I'm using that $3,000 for exactly what I planned, and nobody's ever going to hit me again.